How y'all doing? We're doing some beef short ribs tonight. Absolutely beautiful. If you never had them, I'm glad you're gonna have your chance tonight. We got some beautiful potatoes. We're gonna oven roast them and throw on the Easy B mix right here. All right? Tonight, marinated mushrooms, a little wine, little oil, little butter, and some spice makes it so nice. All right? Check it out here. Root and leaf salad. Doing a Greek thing tonight, right there. Little lemon, little spearmint, little onion, garlic, salt, pepper, it's all there. We got some champagne vinegar and some olive oil in the house. We're gonna mix it up. Now you know what we're having. Stick around and I'll show you how to put it together. All right, y'all seen what we're having. This is Easybkitchen. Check it out. Beef short ribs with oven roasted potatoes. Unbelievably simple. Grilled root and leaf salad. Again, incredibly healthy. Fantastic. We're gonna throw a little champagne vinaigrette on that, and we're also gonna have some marinated mushrooms, all right? These are our ribs, 2.5 pounds of beef short ribs. If you've never had them, you totally don't know what you're missing. 1 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I showed you how simple that is right there. Potatoes, moving on. We got 2 bacon potatoes. This will serve 4, all right? 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, 1/8 teaspoon of paprika, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. That's all these potatoes need. Sounds like a lot, but that's just my little seasoning mix that's gonna make these potatoes oh so yummy. And remember, they're oven roasted. Here we go, our shrooms. We're gonna saute a package of mushrooms in a 1/2 cup of red wine with a pinch of salt, pinch of white pepper, 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder. Don't want it to overpower the mushrooms. 1 tablespoon of olive oil and a 1/2 tablespoon of butter. Keeping it light, keeping it simple, keeping it fresh, all right? Salad, all right? This is a grilled salad tonight, okay? You saw it up here on the board, grilled root and leaf salad. Moving on, 1 small radicchio, unbelievably healthy. It is a blood cleanser, all right? 1 small endive, unbelievable vitamin K, folate, fiber, filled with all of that goodness. 1/2 head of cabbage, full of vitamin C. 1 bulb of fennel, got your C and your K, keeping it kind, all right? It's gonna get this vinaigrette right here. 1/8 cup of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of champagne vinegar, a pinch of salt and white pepper, and 1 tablespoon of Greek seasoning. You already saw it. Thanks again to my film man, Drew Hollingsworth. My name is Tim Broxton. Keep it real right here in Easybkitchen. All right, y'all, this is something, one of my favorite things, okay? Right here, potatoes. Olive oil, again, incredibly simple. And paint each side of these potatoes. Paprika, a little black pepper, a little cumin, a little garlic powder. We're gonna mix all those up with that salt in there. And this is what we're gonna apply to our potatoes. And what you do is once you get the first side coated, you're just gonna flip them all over and make sure they're all evenly coated on both sides. All right, I'm gonna pop these in the oven at 380. I've got it on convection, so it's gonna cook rapidly for about 23 minutes, and they'll be beautiful. The next thing we're gonna do is get our mushrooms going. This is one of my favorite dishes. I'm gonna take about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a nice hot pan, make sure they're all coated properly. And then I'm gonna take a little wine in this hot pan, and I wanna reduce this wine by 3/4. So I only want a little bit of liquid left. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my butter now. And I'm also gonna throw in my spices, but for the garlic. Then we're gonna work on the salad next, all right? All right, if you guys don't know about Belgium endive, this is incredibly fibrous, and you can see we're just gonna cut it up nice and thin tonight. And this is gonna become part of our grilled salad. It's gonna be unreal. This is radicchio, okay? This is a blood cleanser, perfectly healthy, incredibly beautiful. Look at that. It's like a piece of art right there, and that's food. That's what it is. Art is food. Food is art. Check it out. Y'all look at this. This is red cabbage, 79 cents a head. Unbelievable color. Check out those gorgeous designs. We're gonna take the core, just like we did in the radicchio, right out. And we're gonna cut it just like we did the other stuff, right on the opposition, nice and thin. All right, if you don't know what this is fennel. All right, my friend Billy Hollingsworth has a backyard full of this stuff. It's absolutely beautiful. And for taste, it's licorice. We're using the root tonight. We've trimmed off the bottom, all right, and you can see it has a core in it like most other vegetables. It's a bit hard, so you want to remove that core. All right, guys, I just deconstructed this very beautiful bulb, got to its core and pulled out that center. It's a bit strong for what we're trying to do tonight, but typically you could save that. Now that we've removed the core from the fennel, we're just gonna take it like any traditional onion or anything else and just cut it up nice and thin. We're gonna grill all of this. We're gonna pop it right in this bowl, take it over here to the grill. All right, you guys know about salads. Doesn't sound very exciting, but grilled salad, okay, that's what we're doing. We're gonna take a couple of tablespoons and we're just gonna throw this right onto our grill. This is our whole combination. All right, guys, you can see that we've shaken it all the way across the pan and we're just making sure it's evenly coated with that olive oil. These mushrooms smell unbelievable. You can see them cooking down with that wine. It's reduced nearly by 3/4. Now's the time we're gonna throw in that beautiful garlic. All right, you guys may ask why I'm cooking these mushrooms and wine tonight. I get to the bare essence of everything, okay? Grapes are the basis of wine. They have fruit, okay? It's a sugar. It's an unbelievably complex taste. You just toss them around gently like this, and it comes up with something that you simply can't put on as a spice or anything else. The wine is unbelievable in these mushrooms. This is a grilled salad. I told y'all it's roots and leaves. Okay, you can put lipstick on a pig, but it's still a pig. Don't knock it till you try it because this is unbelievable. Greek seasoning, spearmint, lemon peel, onion, salt, pepper. We're gonna throw in, check that out, that's some beautiful champagne vinegar. And we're gonna get it all started right here emulsifying with our oil, and we're just gonna gently add a little bit at a time. It's unbelievable. This is what makes this short rib so famous. Triple cut, sideways, beautiful marbling, beautiful detail. All right, we're gonna take that seasoning and we're gonna hit it on both sides, okay? We've got these at room temperature. They're gonna cook up evenly and beautiful on our indoor grill. All right, here's the tip, guys. If you're cooking these mushrooms and you see that they're running out of liquid, cut you off about a tablespoon of butter, throw it in there, rub it around the edges with a spatula. It'll pick up all that wine and rekindle these. All right, y'all don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out when something so thin needs to be flipped, okay? You will smell it. You will start to see the marrow coming right out of the bone. Perfect time to flip them. I like my ribs, these particularly because they're beef, about medium rare, so you definitely don't want to overdo it. All right, y'all just saw me flip them. This thing is burning hot, okay? So I just cut it all off. It'll be done. Get them on a plate within the next minute, right after you flip them. They'll be perfect, succulent, juicy, tender. Y'all, the smells is all incredible. The mushrooms, the beef, the root and leaf salad, the beautiful potato, nice, tender, everything you need. It's all about the flavor. That's where this piece of meat is at, okay? This will feed about 4 people for way less than 20 bucks right here. Look how colorful the root and leaf salad is. All that radicchio. The flavor's unbelievable. We're gonna dress it up. Look at that. Can you get a close up of that? Look at the colors in those mushrooms. Perfect to go right with this meat, okay? And then we're gonna toss a couple of potatoes, all right? We went pretty simple on our meat tonight, okay? We're gonna cross it up, crisscross design on these potatoes. There is your dish right there. This will make everyone happy. Beautiful, colorful, healthy, flavorful. Let me tell y'all something. This mushroom is so good, you will pick it up and eat it right off the floor. We're gonna try this salad, Greek dressing. Depth, character, soulfulness. You have to try it. Grilled leaf and root salad. Just the right of spice, okay? That is a work of perfection. It did all the cooking did all the work for you. Cook the meat right away from the bone. Check it out, y'all. Pulls right off there and right into my mouth it goes. Succulent, juicy, chewy. This is not something you're just gonna chew up and swallow right away. Very satisfactory. Enjoying all those incredible flavors. Satisfying, hearty, delicious. That's what it's about in Easybkitchen. Y'all check me out next time, easybkitchen.com. Until then, My name's Tim Broxton, and we'll see you next time